Good morning, guys. Been taking it easy this morning. We both slept in for a couple hours. She just got back with a coffee run, and I've just been doing little putzing around here and there, a lot of cleanup, put all the trim plates in the office, got it generally arranged. So on the docket today is a lot of small stuff. I want to get the TV mounted up on the wall, maybe do the Google Wi-Fi. I don't know, depends on how far I get here at the office. I want to get the computer back up and running. I want to find my at least basic photography gear so I can shoot a video out back today. I will paint the third bedroom at some point tonight, but that's going to be later. Way too tired to think about that right now. Definitely need caffeine. I might rethink my plan about the 3 IKEA cabinets there. I don't know, we'll see. It's a little tight between the desk and the first one. Well, I guess that's all right. No, that's fine. I was thinking I couldn't open the drawers, but no, that's fine. This middle one is the one I'm gonna use most of the time. This is from my old desk, and the other 2 were from Ashley's desk. But this is where I keep the stuff that I'm in, all the time, my memory card. So I'm gonna put that directly to the right here. And this one is, I'll put other kinds of storage in there. I don't remember what CPU is in there, but motherboard and CPU in there, and some computer parts and just, general stuff. I'll probably take the huge bin I have in the garage of computer parts and manage them in there. That'd probably be a good spot. And then get rid of this metal one, and I got another metal one and a whole bunch of banker's boxes to empty. That'll go in the Kallax unit. That'll fill this whole wall right there. Yeah, not sure what else. Maybe if I have time, start on the drawer projects, at least make a template, get 1 done, and then I'll have 7 left to do and I'll know how to do them. It's just a little measuring, and hopefully I don't have to buy any more wood to mount those brackets. They're not exactly made for these rails, but I want them. Man, this pisses me off. The frickin' movers lowered my table. I had it at the absolute perfect height. I don't know why they just did mine. They didn't do the wife's. Luckily, I've got a benchmark because I had it set up where with my armrests in the low position, the chair just slid under the table, so it got out of the way. And then when I was done with VR, it came back up to sitting position. So I can adjust it easily back to where it needs to go. But that's like adjusting somebody's car seat when you get in their car, or when you drive somebody else's car. You just don't do that unless you absolutely have to. Ugh. Got the chair all clean. I haven't been in this in probably 3 weeks. Got absolutely filthy in the moving truck. At least I didn't adjust that. So I think I'm going to build the Kallax unit right now before I move anything in and get everything situated, because I am going to want to put stuff on there, like probably the backup drives. Used to have them on that shelf, which was butted up against that side of the table. And there's a power plug underneath there. I need to get everything in, everything situated. I need to see where everything sits. And that'll get rid of a couple big boxes. So here's the main Kallax system. This is just the 4x4 grid. These 2 boxes here, and I've got 4 hard cabinets and then 4 soft removable boxes, and I just need to go to Staples after it's all assembled for the rail systems. It'll go inside the soft ones, and then I just need to figure out where I want to put it, like a big tic-tac-toe board once it's built up. I think that'll work. We'll see. Let's get it unboxed. Well, this should actually go pretty quickly. Just a lot of long boards, a lot of square boards, a whole lot of dowel pins, and a handful of screws, and some feet. Oh, crap. This is what I get for working before coffee. I jumped the gun, misread the instructions. I was only supposed to assemble 2 of the dang boards. I gotta take all this back apart, because I can't put the middle together. Got the new key holder up. And a little bit of decoration going in. Well, I know which fan I'll be balancing first. Wow. So here's the finished frame unit. Now the cool thing about this Kallax system is it's completely customizable. You can get it in all different shapes and sizes. and it works with a ton of other stuff. It's also modular. You can put in cabinets, additional shelves, glass units, lighting, bins, sliders, whatever you want to do with it. They just, make it modular so you can customize it to fit whatever need. So let's get it up there, and now I need to build all the cabinet units. Seriously, why would you live here for years and not do this stuff? Okay, well, I've got it 99% balanced. It's not 100% stable, but it's stable enough where it's now silent, and that's good enough for me. I also think I am going to be curing the humming in some of the other units. I just swapped out the lights, and as I suspected, they had fluorescence in there. I put in LEDs. These are the guys that came out of it. There are just certain applications where you cannot use fluorescent bulbs. I don't know why so many people don't know it, but ceiling fans and garage door openers are the two biggies where people swap these in and all of a sudden they have problems. It kills your range on your garage door openers, and it can create hum in ceiling fans because it messes with the electronics directly surrounding this. This isn't just a regular straight coil, incandescent bulb. You can't always swap these out. These are great for desk lamps and work lights and things like that. But really these days, crap. There's absolutely no reason that these exist these days now that LEDs are super cheap and a lot better. Purring along. Actually moves some pretty good air. I'm contemplating putting a huge one in here though. There's a really sweet 72-inch, really modern looking at Lowe's that I saw. And I mean, this room can definitely hold a bigger one. It looks tiny in the middle of this room, but it works. We'll see. I've never had one in the office. I don't know if I'm even going to like it or use it. So I reserve judgment until I'm in here a while. Getting there. It's taking quite a while just to unbox, let alone assemble and adjust each one. Gives you quite a bit of adjustability to make sure all the doors fit perfectly. They're self-open, self-close. You can easily adjust it to absolutely perfect. Basically, there are these inserts, like engineered wood inserts, and they go in as the base. They give you a little template to put them in the right position, screw down part of the hinge and then the other part to the door. They slide together, they mount, and they've got all different axes of adjustability there. And of course, they have different kinds of handles you can choose, and these come in all different colors and materials. And I mean, you can get glass, white, natural, black, tons of stuff. You can customize this any way you want to. But so far, that's working absolutely beautifully. Probably got another hour here, and that'll be complete. Then it's lunchtime. It's already 2. Haven't eaten yet. Oh yeah, lunchtime. Finally done. That came out great. Exactly like I wanted. Completely blocked that window. Now I can sit here at the desk and have no side light. You can just barely see it eking through there, but nothing's pouring through. I've got tons of storage here. These are going to be the hanging file folders. Get rid of all the banker's boxes. They look good. And of course, later on, if I want to change them out, I can put different colors in there. I can put shelves in there. I can put different doors in there, whatever. And these are all available for storage. They're quite roomy. They're about, I guess 14 or 16 inches square, or cube, I should say. Beautiful. All right, well, it looks a little crooked. Flip it around, see if it gets any better. Oh, I guess we're all that way. Didn't even notice. Okay, let's see. The wife wants her bathroom shelving done next. Another delivery. This should be the paper towel holder. So it's a slightly weighted base. Honestly, doesn't feel that heavy. We'll see how sturdy it is. It's got a rubber padded bottom and a tension arm here. So this is supposed to, it's kind of like silicone, it's supposed to keep tension on the paper towel roll so you can tear off a sheet with one hand. I'm not too concerned about it being one-handed as I am just being sturdy and not tipping over when you go to actually use it. So let's see. Okay, it's definitely weighted enough. It works. Okay. Tips a little bit there, but as long as you get the angle right. Tear it more with the sheet, and it's perfectly fine. It's a good thing I buy these in bulk at Sam's, huh? So there you go. Simply Human, makers of good trash cans and paper towel holders. Now I did see some people complaining that this arm breaks off right at the joint there. So long term, we'll see how it lasts. Well, great. The movers didn't lower my desk, which I thought was odd. They put so much weight on top of it that it slammed and compressed the legs somewhere during moving. So now I've got to try to unjam the leg parts. They are freaking stuck together. Little mallet persuasion to the rescue. You can see how beefy this commercial IKEA stuff is. Didn't even have to assemble it. The whole thing went together with 4 push pins. It's welded steel, very thick, solid top, and 4 bolts holding the legs here, 1 Allen set screw to set the height, and that's it. It also comes in an electric version if you want a sit-stand desk, and they also have different sizes. They've got one with a cutout, they've got an L-shaped, and they've got a smaller one. This one's the, I don't know, 6x3 version. Whew, it's a hot one. Just got done doing the lawn again. It's not bad, only takes me about a half an hour. I didn't edge or weed whack again though. I'll do it next time for sure. It's not quite bad enough. It's not growing too bad right now. But I'm off to Lowe's to get a new sprinkler control box because I just spent another half an hour looking through the landscaping. Nothing's been touched. Everything's completely buried under dirt and mulch, so it's not like anyone had been in there changing something or shutting off a valve. I've only found one master control valve for the house. The irrigation system is on a separate dedicated reclaimed water line. I don't even see a shut off for that, so I think it's just independent to each house and you can't do anything about it. So unless there's like some account I have to set up that got turned off in the meantime, that's the only thing I can think of that would be doing it. Is it not sending a signal down to the valves? I verified the wiring, everything's there. I've got 7 zones active, supposedly 7 wires plugged in at least. They go through the wall in a sealed conduit. Nothing can be cut, it's in a pipe. So I mean, I don't know what else to do besides try another control box. Worst case, nothing happens and I return it, and I know that's not the problem. And then I don't know, maybe I can reach out through the realtors to the previous owner and there's just something, I don't know. You know, I could probably ask my home inspector, but I don't know if he's gonna remember if there was any special trick to it, but he did have them working a month ago when we were here doing the home inspection. So that's all I know, it worked. I can't get it now, so I'm doing what I know, and that's the control box. I had a simple little 4 zone at the old house, controllers all at 50 bucks. You got a 6 zone, you're still out the door for 100. Need more than 6, you're pushing 150. Rip off. You're talking the difference of a few more screws to attach wires. That's all it is. Right now I'm just gonna loosely connect it. I'm just putting in power, and I'm just gonna put in a couple zones just to see if anything happens, because if nothing happens, this is going right back and I gotta dig deeper. Although I'm not looking forward to that, so I hope this fixes it. Okay, right away, crappy design. The power transformer, which is just a regular old plug-in, has a connector port on the end of it to plug in 2 pins and a receptacle. But the unit just has straight screw terminals for bare wires. So what are you supposed to do? Hack this off? Is this in the wrong box? Is there something missing? Is there an adapter that goes between this and that? Nothing here. Let's look online. Yep,
Sure enough, looking at the install video on their website, it's supposed to be bare wire. So either they put the wrong transformer in, I'll verify it's 24 volt, or I don't know, maybe they're reusing the product for something else and there's instructions missing that you're supposed to snip the end off. Kind of dumb, man. Lazy manufacturing. That's the way it is these days. Didn't used to be that way. Well, this pisses me off. Exactly the same thing. So it wasn't the controller. There's something else missing. Good news is I can take that back and save 150 bucks. Bad news, I have no freaking idea what is going on. This is just the water meter. There's no valve in it, and that's drinking water anyway. The valves have to be around here. This is the pipe. They come out, the wires come out directly from the box down into the ground, and nothing's been disturbed here. I started digging around here. I thought this was the valve box, but it's just some like Tupperware thing that somebody had on the ground half buried. This is the main water shutoff and just a hose spigot, and that isn't even connected to the irrigation system. There's just nothing there. That's a Verizon line come in that the guy just put in and went through the wall here temporarily. The other box is a disconnected bright house, and that's our gas meter, and then the air conditioner. And that's it. So I guess I'll have to dig up and follow those wires to the valves. I mean, I thought they would be like right here, and usually you leave a box. You leave access ports like these here. You know, that's a normal irrigation system. But there's nothing. And I would have thought it would be right here at this little access hole in the hedges. Pisses me off. I don't know what I'm missing. This is so simple. There's just nothing to screw up. But yet, they are not coming on. For some reason, they left a whole bunch of rotten lumber down here I gotta get rid of. That'll just be termite food. It's just garbage you should have thrown out. So, kind of at a loss. I'm gonna box that back up and take it back to Lowe's, I guess. Damn it. While I'm out here, I'm gonna take the glass from the back of these housings and put it in the front to replace what presumably the kids broke. Just like that. So I reached out to my realtor and asked her to ask the previous owner or through the broker, whatever, you know, what am I missing here? She said, hey, I'm gonna give you his number directly if that's okay. So I said, sure. She's checking with him. Should have an answer here pretty quick. I'll tell you what, this house being in turmoil has really taken its toll on me. There isn't a single room in the house that's done. Every single inch of the house is construction zone or waiting or something. There's no place to really relax. Bedroom's the closest, but still not done. I'm beat. Been outside, it's already dark out. Still don't have the contact info for the other owners, so I buttoned up the garage. That's done for tonight. I'm gonna get the TV mount before she goes to sleep and get that up on the wall. Still have to finish fixing my desk, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to even completely set up the office here. I'll bring in at least the big equipment. I can finally throw out my monitor box. I kept it. I've only had this monitor, I think a year and a half, something like that. And I kept the box knowing that I may move with it. I typically keep a monitor for 5 or 6 years before something new is out that I want to upgrade to or it breaks. So I've got several more years out of this one, but I'm definitely not planning on moving with it. If we do move in the future, it's definitely going to be another monitor, so I'm going to get rid of the box. One less huge thing to store around this place. You know, interestingly, I was planning on using the attic as storage. There's a ton of space up there, but of course it gets hot, so you can't store anything that wouldn't be tolerant to it. But there's a ton of space, like full stand up. You can walk the entire main section of the house. It's, 7-8 feet tall of attic space. So there's plenty of room to put stuff up there. And I was thinking, oh, great. I can put stuff like these big boxes that we were storing in the garage and stuff like that in the old house. But so far, there's nothing that we have to put up there. We got rid of everything, or there's enough storage space in like the guest room closets where stuff can just go in there. There's plenty of room, so that's pretty cool.
Now you see why I'm happy about getting rid of the box. It's huge. All right, got the basics situated here. Starting to run low on steam, so I'm gonna switch projects here and see what I can muster energy to finish up. Let's try the TV. First thing I need to do is get rid of this rat's nest here. Obviously his TV was acting as a hub. He had 1, 2, 3 HDMI inputs. He had, looks like composite. Maybe these were just audio from a video game system. He had at least one speaker wire connection. Actually, the wire is pretty good gauge. I'm just gonna snip it off and put on some banana plugs on a fresh end. Yeah, here's the other RCA connector. So he was doing something with an analog system, 4 HDMI connectors. I only need one. One HDMI and power is all I need going to the TV because it's just a monitor in my system. So I'll pare it down to just speaker wire and one HDMI and pull all the rest back through the wall. Well, new plan. I barely got the toss link and 3 RCAs to come out. Had to cut the ends off, the top end. These 3 HDMIs are not budging. Either they are wrapped around something or tied up somewhere. I don't know if they're going up into the attic around a stud and back down or what, but they will not move. So for now, I'm just tucking them back into the walls. I'll take a look up in the attic later when I run the rear surround speaker wire. I have to go through here, up, over through the attic to the back wall sometime. Got the new mounts on the TV, took the old bracket off the wall, took some paint with it because it was still fresh. I'll touch that up next time I paint. Not that you'll see it behind the TV, but just in case. Man, I'm tired. I'm reading these instructions going, how in the world is this correct? It's showing you to locate the bracket on the wall and then mount the TV on the bracket and then mount it with bolts and then just I'm reading it wrong. It goes this way. One of those nights. Holy crap, I completed something tonight. Well, now it's a question between picture quality and aesthetics. This is quite the tilt. However, this is the correct tilt for the seating position. It puts your head directly in the center of the screen. But obviously you can see crap back there. So I think if I put a nice sheath around the cables, there's only the 3, the power, HDMI, and the center channel. That'll be okay. And that'll be painted, so you won't see that. I think that'll be fine. And this overhead light won't be on, so let's turn that off. Not that one. That one. So that helps too. That puts it in shadow. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, that's it, guys. See you tomorrow.